up, Carrie.
Sit up straight. Me? I'm on?
Oh, Scott.
We are here, Henry County Tourism Commission, July 15th, 2026. As minutes were sent out, has everyone, I guess, had a chance to look at them, and does anyone have any
Make a
corrections?
motion to adopt the minutes as presented.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Everyone who approves of the meetings, the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Nay? None? So the minutes, thank you, Carrie, for doing the minutes for us.
You're welcome. I think I may have even done them right this time.
You did.
Apparently, no one had any objections, you were correct. Turn it over to Kenny for our financial
Okay.
update.
Current, as of today, the checking account balance is $42,376.19. Savings account balance current is $22,507.47. And then what the minutes had, the $39,730.74 is accurate. I called today, double checked too. So those three combined is $104,614.40. And then the request today is $12,519.76. So that would be subtracted off the 104.
Were you able
Make it
to
out.
check on interest rates?
Yeah, I think the one thing, and when I asked them over there, we're not supposed to commingle with these accounts too much on that stuff. They don't
Right.
like it. They'd rather us not do that. So, you know, it's one of those things where if we go and try to get locked into 12-month or something like that, they don't really like doing that. Now, the savings account, it's a fluid account to where we can go to it tomorrow and balance it out. But if we're really gonna get anything, we gotta kind of lock things
But
in.
on our checking, we should be able
Yeah,
to
you could do a
get
you
the
could.
public entity
Yeah,
fund.
and like the money market deal you're talking about?
No,
Oh.
no, just flat out interest. I went from getting $4 a month to $400 a month on my township account, checking account, just because it's a public entity fund.
I didn't approach it that way.
They don't tell you about that. You
Yeah,
have to
I
ask
never
them
heard that,
about
yeah.
Yeah, because they're out $396
Yeah.
if I'm doing my math right.
But
Public
Yeah, a
entity.
month.
Yeah,
public
public
entity
entity. Okay.
fund,
I
and
didn't-
it's checking.
That's different than what I was inquiring about.
Yeah,
So what, you could put the savings account?
Well, you could
money?
put it all, apparently. You could put the
Checking.
checking in there.
So that's
Oh,
60.
in fact, one other board that I'm on, we had 3Ds. We're gonna have 3 CDs due August 1st. We're gonna move them into our checking account because they'll make more money than in an actual CD.
Okay. Yeah, no, if that's the case, you know, you'd be as well off taking your checking and your savings account and combining them. It simplifies it. I mean, the savings account's basically a reserve account, a rainy day fund, reserve, just in
Line item.
case.
And it's not making any
It
money.
just sits there, yeah, just in case
So-
kind of thing.
So eliminate it.
That's
Possibly.
something
yeah.
to look at in the future.
Yeah, I'll check in this next round, because that's not what I did.
Who
I
who
did
has
something
the
a little different.
authority to do that? Is that you?
I don't know. I think whatever I find out, I come back here and
All right.
we'll report and then we'll
Okay.
say, okay, yay, nay. Yeah. Well, I wrote down public entity fund, so I'm aware now.
Okay.
I'm more.
Yeah, they don't advertise it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not, I didn't know. Okay, that's what I will do.
Any questions for Kenny? Do we need a motion to approve the financial update? Is that-
Yeah, for a motion to approve me to write the
$12,000.
Q2 check.
Is that all in one?
Well, we ought to discuss the 12.
Yeah. If anybody has any questions on the numbers.
We're good on the numbers. So we're to point 3, the invoice.
Mhm.
That is from, you received it from Corey.
Mhm.
There it is.
So has everyone seen, is that detailed in our
Mhm.
notes?
be happy to answer any questions. It's in the usual format. You've got
Okay.
the invoice for the quarter with the date, the description,
Yeah.
notes. The category refers to the budget line item and then the amount. And then the final document or the final piece of information is the annual budget or the annual contract amount, broken down by the line items and then by the quarterly totals.
So these things have already been paid.
Yes. It's a reimbursement in arrears.
I don't have any questions. I make a motion to adopt the financial report and reimburse the 12/5/1976.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Is there anything new as far as different than before? It's pretty standard the way it's quarter to quarter.
We charge the personnel line item in the third quarter. So we hold that and, give the bulk of the year to pass before we
Okay.
invoice for the personnel.
All right. We have a motion and a second to approve the invoice given to us. All that approve say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. None, passes unanimously.
But before we go to the marketing update, I would just drop down and look at our little tracking. So through June, innkeeper's tax revenue is, let's just call it 45,000. And of that 45,000, let's call it 13,000 is coming from marketplace facilitators. And then you can compare that to say, look at the 2023 annual marketplace facilitators of 16. So that category of stays in our county continues to grow. And then if you want to do a little bit more comparison, look in the meeting minutes. The very last part of the meeting minutes, Carrie put in the chart from April, and so you can see through March, we were at 26. And then this quarter, we're at 44. So the growth, April, May, and June, is the difference between 45 and 27.
So if we do the math that we're not supposed to do,
Yeah,
have to say that
stop.
every month, every meeting, would be about 90,000, which would be more than the 81.
So I think we're on track. I think we're on track to be somewhere between 75 and 90,000. How's that?
Yeah.
Which, if I'm remembering correctly, Corey, the 6-year annual average is really starting to get raised with those last 3 years.
Yes.
Because it used to be like 66,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, congratulations on being consistent. You guys are doing good things. Marketing / tourism /
What do you credit the uptick in Airbnbs and such?
More
to?
product.
More out there, so.
Yeah. I mean, so just in downtown
Right.
that I'm more acutely aware of because it's right across the street from my office. We've had 2 more come online.
Really?
But they're spread across the county.
Do we think we're taking business away from other counties, or more people are traveling and staying, or, I mean, the hotel business is
Yeah.
keeping about
Yeah,
steady?
no, I think it's a trend that people like the fact that, if you can go stay in a house, if you got multiple people there with multiple bedrooms and a kitchen and a living room, that's a lot better than sitting in a hotel room in front of a TV, It's a lot more dynamic. I mean, that's what it is, and that's saying, I think that's just how it goes. I mean, I'm just thinking of one of my kids, one of his friends getting married, and they just rented an Airbnb over in Indianapolis, and it had like 8 bedrooms and all that.
It's
To
all
accommodate
sitting
that. Now, they could have all went to hotel rooms, but
Yeah.
to me, that seems a lot more fun to do it that way. So I think the accommodations is
Yeah.
just kind of leaning.
Mhm.
I think that's a trend. that you're leaning that way. And,
So
you
you
know,
think
I
it's-
think and then what Corey said, and I think it's grown here. I mean, you might have went from ever how many to now we've got more of them here. And the trend, I think, leans that way. And I'll give you another example. It's like some of these guys that are working here, you know, like they'll come to a hotel room and you'll try to give them a discount or a decent rate. Let's just say we say $60 a night, which ain't bad for a hotel room. But 4 of them guys can go shack up at an Airbnb and, you know, and pay maybe $250 a night, which is a lot more than $60 a night, but they're sharing that cost and it's and then they got more space. It works out. So I think you're just getting a little bit of a trend. And that's just how it's going to be. Some people don't want an Airbnb. They just rather have a little room and have it simpler and all that. But no, I think it is.
Is your business staying steady? as far
Yeah,
as-
it's good. Yeah, we're normal. I think it seems like.
so we're
I think
getting-
our winter was slow, a slower winter from the last 5 years, and I don't know for sure on that. And some of it was a workload. December, January, February wasn't going on as much, but here come March and on. Yeah, you know, we got our events going on. We got people moving and shaking. So I think it's pretty good. You know, and then, you know, like you're saying with them, it's like, well, you providing information, and if they need something, and you're there, and yeah, so I think it's going fine. I think we're doing good, you know, as good as we can. You know, we're not, I'd say, we're not Las Vegas, or we're not we're not a, you know, a destination for, yeah, we're not a destination for, you know, well, vacations and everything, so to speak. There's usually a reason.
Yeah.
And it's either like a work or a saddle club or a tour club or a family reunion or like this weekend, with my you know example, we've got about 8 or 9 rooms of Babe Ruth umpires. They're
Yeah.
hosting the state tournament, Babe Ruth, so they've got about 8 or 9 rooms, and then the class of '81's got a class reunion this weekend, and they've probably got about a dozen. They've taken a dozen or so, and then there is a little go-kart thing going on too. So that's there's the main bulk. So we might have 45 rooms or so there, but that's the main bulk of things. So, and you know, with the class of 1981, you know, with the rates, you got to jive it out to where with the rate and the tax, it's got to be $81. You know, so every year we're making $1 more off these types of reunions. I started that a long time ago because people call me, especially in this realm. I mean, I graduated in '82, so you know now some of these people on both sides, they know, you know,
tell
they're
them
calling.
they couldn't stay
Yeah, they're
there?
calling me and they
You're
all
like,
want
who
to
is
know
this? You can't stay there.
what can we do and all this. And I'm like, and I think it was last year. Then people from, it was 1980 or something, and I said, well, we'll figure it out. We'll make it to where it's $80. How about that? And they were kind of like, can you do any better? I said, well, if you guys want it to be $19.80 for 1980.
Yeah.
I said, that's
I was
what
gonna say,
they want.
what are you
I
gonna
said,
do
they
for
want the
the class of
1980. I said, I can't
Yeah.
go 1980.
What are you gonna do for the class of 2000?
That's what I'm saying.
$200
Well, we ain't worried about that yet. We'll get there, cross that bridge. Maybe nobody really knows me about that, and so it'll be over. It'll be somebody else. But these people in particular, I'm knowing, and so they're working me pretty good. But yeah, that's where it's at. In our opinion, there's got to be reasons, but you guys give an extra reason too with some of the things going on and putting it out there, and which helps the cause. Doing the best we can with events, but usually there's some, you know, I ain't seeing people out there just like, oh yeah, we just come to Newcastle to hang out, you know, for the week, and not meaning that in a bad way. It's just kind of how it is. And if they really are doing that, well, they're probably going out to Summit Lake or somewhere like that. They're not staying in a hotel. They're travelers that way. So, but yeah.
Our campgrounds are full.
Yeah.
See, I know it,
Our
and that's a whole nother
campgrounds are full.
avenue. Isn't that funny? How
Yeah.
that's just a good trend. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
People are doing campgrounds, are doing Airbnbs.
Somebody needs to work on that.
Does that reflect on, I mean, Airbnbs are up and you said campgrounds, does that reflect on maybe we don't need another hotel here or?
Well, I think the need for a hotel is being absorbed. Any demand for a hotel is being absorbed by the Airbnb market.
Yeah. It'd be hard
Right.
for someone building a hotel to
And
justify
when
it.
you look at the cost of construction on a new
Where it's at right now.
on a new hotel
Yeah.
versus the projected occupancy load,
Yeah. It's a
But-
long
but-
time before you
There's
recoup
a,
that money.
there's a fair amount of risk there.
Yeah.
Right, and it's always circumstantial, like you get certain events that would wanna be hotel driven, well, we don't have enough rooms for them, which kinda is bad, you know? And that can happen, you know, it can, but like a lot of what we get right now, I think it is absorbing through Airbnbs, campgrounds, I think seems to be. And then, you know, the other hotels out there, I mean, I think they're putting in some people living in there, so you're hitting that avenue with housing, you know, on
Yeah.
that level, which is different, but that's what it is. I mean, so I think that's kind of where we're at right now.
No one's living at your place, though.
No, not that I know of, huh? Yeah. No, we haven't went there yet. 30 years haven't done
There you
that.
go.
But yeah, that's where, in the winter months, you know, that could be something brought up. I don't know if there's ideas for winter months on events or something that maybe could be created or something like that. That would be a thought because, you know, March through September, October range kind of takes care of itself with everything we got going on and promoting around here.
And we have good warm weather venues to be at. I mean, rather than
Right,
winter
right.
venues, yeah. Saddle Club and the go-kart track and things, yeah. Where were we at? We jumped down to that, we were at marketing updates. Okay.
Well, and then before you go, then the total balance of the checks written today that got approved, our current balance as of right now would be $92,094.64. That's where we would stand walking out of here today.
With a contract, I like doing this math too.
Yeah, you're saying our budget this year is 96?
Yeah, so 92 in the bank and
We're fine.
53 left to spend.
Yeah.
And
we're
that
fine.
little exercise assumes no new revenue.
We're fine.
We're gonna have new revenue.
Yeah, we're in good shape.
Yeah.
I mean, right now.
Is it wrong to ask, Corey? You can tell me if it is. Is there something like Placer AI that is helpful? Is there a tool that we need to be budgeting for next year that would be helpful to tourism? Are we going to get to that?
Well, I will, I'll bring my 27 request at your next meeting.
Okay.
Gotta say, that's just a good point. We're accumulating a lot of money. Would any more money going towards marketing make
Yeah.
things even better?
Yeah, I will bring my 27 budget request.
You're already thinking about that.
Yep.
All right. Now, we at marketing update, are we?
Yeah, so Christie put together a one-pager summary for you. Gives you an idea of what we've worked on the last quarter, what we're headed towards in the next quarter, and then a little bit of data.
Yeah, like you said, Scott, it's pretty easy to do this in the summertime. I mean, we just gotta open up things, there's just events all the time. It is insane. It's almost to the point, 4th of July weekend, Carrie and I were discussing this on when we were talking offline. It's almost like we're starting to compete with
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, two
Penny
more
was
things at the
down-
same time. Yeah.
Penny was down here too for the cruise in. It was oddly unpopulated.
And
Because
that
usually the
never
cruise in,
happens.
you're like-
Yeah,
July one
it's-
was? Because people were out at the,
They were
I
out at
assume they
Memorial
were out
Park,
there.
or they
Memorial
were in
Park.
Knightstown,
Right.
or
Or they were
wherever,
gone.
which is great, but also like I just think that's something to be aware of, that we're starting to, which I never thought would happen when, like,
We have too many.
yeah, that we would have too much to do, but we
well,
might
that
be.
one just happened to hit on the 4th of July.
Yeah,
for both
exactly.
events.
Yeah, exactly. So we have had a change in our staffing, and I am now doing all of your video work now, and I am loving it. And we are being more intentional about getting native video, so not relying on stock videos or photos. We're going out to Westwood Park, on the trip. Like, we're trying to get out and get some native footage, so we'll have that to pull from. I also have been intentional about getting us on stories, which is why our stories numbers are so high. Because we basically went from not doing that to now we're doing that. The other thing that is interesting about your data in the data highlights section is that you have half of your traffic is coming in from people that are like literally typing in hoopsandhenry.com to go there. Like,
That makes me happy.
yes.
Right.
So that's a lot. The biggest place they go is the homepage. The second one is the events page. So we are gaining traction as the place to put your events and find out what's happening, which is exactly what we wanted. So that's exciting. We've been doing some partnerships with Visit Indiana, and we're on their website here, and then we'll be back again, I think, I don't remember, I think it's September, for fall stuff. I have a very soft contact at Farmers Pike. That is something I would really like us to see what we can get out of that. So it's something that already draws people.
They get a big
and
crowd.
yeah, so we'd like to really, we're planning to have Jamie write a story about that. The other great thing about, not a great thing, it's not a great thing, our staffing transition is we did move all of your social media is being done by Jamie Ward, who is like a Midwest travel influencer. So it's like, it's a bargain.
She's also an award winner, right?
Yes, she won an award at the Midwest Travel Writer Association.
She won an award.
Anyway, it's a good deal. She's super plugged in with what's happening here and kind of tapping into her audiences to bring them to Henry County. So that's exciting. And then for fall, we're going to be looking at what Jamie has kind of filled us in is called slow travel. So it's when people don't necessarily want the hustle and bustle Las Vegas trip. They want to just get away and just slow travel. So that fits us. So we're gonna look at doing that too. So, and then the other thing is, as we get ready for the holiday season, we're going to be starting to get our information down for shopping trails in our community. So one thing that may or may not have flown on your radar is the Junk in the Trunk store that is on State Road 3. Is these ladies, they do not live in our community, but they are super plugged in. And
they're doing
they
well.
are creating these trail, like flea market trails, basically. I mean, I don't know how to say it. Treasure trails.
Yeah.
And they'll be going from Ohio to Fort Wayne, and we're on their stuff. Like, we're on the stuff.
Where are they from?
They're from Gas City.
Really?
Yeah, I
It's
believe,
doing
yeah.
well. It's
Yeah. They're expanding again, and they're just like, they're super plugged in. They want to.
Great idea.
Cindy Brooks over here has a booth out there, and she was talking to me about. She's like, they want to do something fall related with that's Henry County focused. So
Yeah, she told me the same thing. She wanted, they want to connect the people that come to them,
Yeah.
which oftentimes are from further away, even
Yes.
going down 70 and getting off and coming over.
right,
They want to promote what else they can do.
exactly.
Sponsor visitor guides.
Yeah.
We may already have some out there.
I don't, I've never
Yeah.
been to the place.
Oh,
It's
It'd be a great
amazing.
spot for visitor
You need about
guides.
4 hours.
yeah, yeah. Don't go
I
in that
just see
way.
the
4
traffic
hours.
outside.
I-
I think it's.
I
I mean,
agree.
then there are
I don't
treasures
either.
in there.
Yeah.
I got too much stuff,
I don't wanna
man.
buy
I
something.
don't either.
It's a really, so
I could start my
it's a
own.
niche
I
for
don't
sure,
want-
but it's also just, the folks that love these, love them.
It's
And
like
the,
lighthouses, right?
it's like, yes, you
Just
develop
like
an
that.
affinity. But what's very interesting to me is that my youngest son's generation, they are all about the reuse, they're all about the like vintage-ish things, retro, all that. That's all their jam. And so they like, Lilith that was working for us, who is in that generation, like she and her friends, that's what they do on the weekends. So it's just like, okay. So there's a new audience for us to,
So if they create that network, we can promote that
yeah,
on Facebook and social media.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah,
When I go
That'd be
by
good.
there, the place is packed.
always.
And I can't
Yeah.
get across 3 most days.
Oh, yeah.
I know, it
Construction
is.
stuff.
You can go back, they have a back way.
Oh,
You can go off Bundy.
Hmm.
But you
Yeah.
do, but if you travel around you know, Midwest, country, whatever, you see those niches like that
Yeah.
here and there. And it was like, when I saw that one come up there, I thought, that's awesome, you know, because we've really never had, I mean, we've always had our 40 sale and things like that, one thing, but never just a stand there.
Well-
And I thought, that was awesome. And then I look over there every time, it's like,
Yeah, and their
madhouse.
strength is their consistent hours.
Yeah.
You know, we have shops
Amen.
like this, but they are open the
And they
same
ju-
time, every
And then there's just
day,
about
all the
50
time.
of them or 100 in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of your antique people and vintage
Yeah.
people, they like to go and make that, it's kind of like trick or treat, and you want to go to the place that hands out 50 pieces of candy,
Yes.
not one. Don't want to go to 50 houses
Right.
one time. I like to go to the one place.
Bigger bang for your buck.
I mean,
Yeah.
but that's kind of what they do. And,
Yeah.
and like I spent the last 4 years traveling down through Tennessee, Georgia, places like, and there's always some of them niches like that. And I thought,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wow, that was awesome. So they've done.
Yeah,
And then
good
really,
job.
and Pete, and you know, Road 3, if there's empty things, that they could probably piggyback off that and make that a whole, you
Yeah.
know, you really probably could, but it's
Yeah.
easier said than done. But I think
Did,
it's been good
Did
too.
they take over Kai's food?
Yes, they
deal?
did.
They're running it just like they did.
Yeah.
I think they just hired the
Manager.
employee, Lori.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
But I don't
Never
know
been there.
if that group there would have somebody that would do events or something like that. If they know somebody that, oh yeah, they come here, we got the president of the I Love Lucy fan club that comes in here.
They are already doing that.
They did a Mrs. Roper
Yes.
night, and they charged $20
For at their place.
for a ticket, and people,
They
and then
sold
you
it
could,
out.
for the joy of shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think you paid to
You paid $20, wore a muumuu, which I think is great, and then shopped. And they
Just
had
having fun. Yeah, just trying to have
a
some
couple
fun.
I don't know, 30 people
They
there.
sold what they wanted to sell. So.
But those things like that, that's a day event, and them are not
Well, they
weekend
did that
events.
after hours.
They're
If they ever get to the point they think about they want to do a weekend event, you know, that's
do.
something that we could.
they are doing
Midnight Madness.
They do
Package up for
midnight
'em.
every week, every month. They do a midnight event.
Tie that to the hotel
Yeah.
somehow.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Yeah.
You should go see them.
Right. Well, and I'm sure naturally, if somebody needs it, they probably do, and I
Yeah.
don't have no clue.
Yeah, yeah. So if you see someone in a muumuu, now you'll
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
With the red curly
Wow.
wigs.
Any questions on marketing?
Marketing.
Good job.
Thank you. The marketing update. I think last time we sort of talked about anybody have anything going on that they know about that we should know tourism wise? It's interesting. I know Main Street has Dog Days coming up, a week from Friday. They have a fourth Friday event. You're gonna arrest some people Monday. You weren't caught in that, were you?
I laid too low. Hide out.
There you go.
But that sounds fun.
Yeah. That's Monday. If you didn't read somewhere, our former president has left Summit Lake.
Oh.
Nikki.
I wondered about that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nikki has went to Illinois. I ran into the farmer's market a few weeks ago. She's moved to Illinois to be a teacher,
Oh,
near family, and I think she said she'd be the teacher at her kids' school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Good.
she,
Who's the new Nikki?
they didn't know she didn't know at the time, but maybe her assistant, which I think I met
Oh,
once,
that'd be
might
nice, yeah.
be, but I think was up for, that's a state job, right? So someone has to
Yeah.
set that
I
up.
had
But
no idea.
she had long hours and was on
Mhm.
call all the time, so
Mhm.
she appreciates the chance to have a little more normal life where she's going, so
Yeah.
Great.
it's a change. Anything else to cover?
anything at the Hall of Fame? Kim?
That's what I was just looking. We have our big golf outing, but it's in Noblesville. That's Monday, the 27th of this month. But as far as Newcastle Museum wise, we have on September 10th, we have our public meeting for nomination. So that kind of tips off the whole process of who's being inducted this year. So people can come and you don't have to be a member, you don't have to be an associate director or anything. You can come and speak on behalf of anyone on the ballot, and that's a really popular meeting. So
I bet it is.
it is. It's interesting. They're supposed to get 2 minutes to speak, and of course, people try to push that. A bunch of old grumpy men.
I
Let's
bet.
get out of here, yeah.
Sounds like a zoning public hearing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
does.
I work the front door and check people in and
You don't time anybody.
get some laughs out of it. I don't actually go in their room. They do time them though, yeah, so. That's September 10th, and that kind of, like I said, it starts our whole process of the induction. Then they narrow it down. We have a board of directors that votes on that. And they narrow it down to an anonymous committee, and then from there, it starts I think we notify inductees and honorees late November, and then press release after press release.
Men's and women's both.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then the Hall of Fame Classic is in December.
Yeah, what is it?
That's
20-something.
21st and 22nd again this year, Monday, Tuesday before Christmas, which I'm not a
Kyle
fan of.
Hupton, who you know.
Nobody
Nobody asked you.
Nobody asked
Remember
me.
him, Manchester?
Yeah.
His daughter is a
It
Miss
is.
Basketball candidate.
It was
at
this year,
Pendleton.
too.
They're playing in the
Yeah.
Hall
And
of
we
Fame
did
this
not
year.
have a good turnout, and I did voice that.
Because he called me on it.
I agree.
They're
I'm
not
just the
staying in there,
assistant
he's gonna
director,
get some
so.
rooms for in between games.
I
But-
agree with
That's
on
good.
that.
Yeah.
That dead week, it's, no one
It's-
has
yeah.
anything to do.
Nobody's working.
Nobody's working, and you can come and spend a whole day watching basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so
Huh.
So it was
Is that a
some
Monday,
guys,
Tuesday?
it is.
so some guys decided that,
Yes.
Well, we do that. We're not doing
Actually,
it on
they did
Christmas.
ask me my thoughts, and I was honest about it. But
They didn't take.
what do
they
I know?
didn't
Listen.
They asked you.
They asked me, but
They didn't care.
They didn't listen. Yeah. So
That's fun.
I don't know if this relates directly to tourism, but the same date as your golf tournament, the chamber has their golf tournament.
yes.
27th.
And they're
is
having
it?
some trouble, 27th of this month, they're having some trouble getting teams because they've moved it and it
Yeah.
conflicts with yours and you pull some people out of Newcastle.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we kept ours. Ours is always that.
They
day.
just didn't know.
So,
They moved it
yeah.
from a rain date or.
We're
whatever.
actually having some trouble filling ours too.
Oh, there you go.
So that might be.
There's a lot of golf tournaments.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I've noticed that.
we do 3. One in southern Indiana, one in northern Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one I have to go to is the one in Noblesville, but I just not a big fan. But they raise money, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
people like to golf.
Foundation's having a disc golf tournament September 26th.
Oh, that's fun.
If
Oh, we got the
anybody
date,
wants to
September
play.
26th.
Yeah,
Okay.
September
At
26th.
Baker Park.
I hope the committee's okay with that. Yes, at Baker
Yes.
Park.
Well, no.
Yeah. So if anybody, there'll be information if anybody wants to play.
So it's open to anyone?
Mhm.
Male, female, doesn't matter. So
Nope, doesn't
all right.
matter. Kids.
Kids.
Here's a thought of pickleball tournament, because that is a hot thing right now.
Don't they spend all the time up there in the evening?
All the time.
Yeah.
That's, well,
It's
We don't
being
have enough
overrun by
courts.
kids.
Not
That's
enough courts.
exactly what I've
I
heard.
believe that.
Because the Y tried to do something like that. And
Okay.
the pickleballers are fussy.
But there's
Oh.
only, how many
Wow.
courts are
How
over there,
many-
Christie? Are there only
but to watch
There
pickleball
are
and
8?
skateboard.
8? over
We only
there.
have 3 in Rushville.
Pickleball and
I live in
skateboard's
Rushville,
packed.
but yeah.
Yeah.
And like when I grew up,
So it's hard to do a
that
tournament
basketball
when you don't
court
have
packed.
enough courts.
I
It's
play
funny
on
to see.
Tuesdays.
Trans-
It's still,
Yes.
like, I
You're
still see
fussy.
a lot of
I
people
am not,
that.
no. Well, yeah, sometimes, I guess.
Is it men that are fussy or girls too?
I think it's the
It's,
the high school kids.
well, the high school kid, well, that's who's playing at our courts. But like when it comes to tournaments.
Oh,
Pickleballers in
Huh.
general, the ones that do the tournaments are very fussy. Or,
Oh,
well,
they're serious.
They're
Huh.
just like, they just want everything to be a certain way.
Got
and
it.
they want it, because you don't want to just like play and then sit around for 4 hours and then wait to play again. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so then
So-
you have to have a ton of courts.
Ton of courts.
Yeah,
Do we have enough?
No.
Not for a tournament,
not for a tournament.
but
Or some small
It
deal.
expands.
how many would you need?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Did,
lot.
did they end up doing them at Memorial Park or did that get put on hold?
Or they
That
talk
was
about
disc
disc
golf they got
golf,
put on
haven't they?
hold.
Oh, it's
At Memorial
my
Park,
bad.
Yeah,
they
we're-
still trying that?
Yeah.
Disc golf is good too,
It's
though.
set up pretty much.
Yeah,
Really?
we have a lot of
I
people
haven't-
Mhm.
I
are
haven't
doing
even seen
disc
it.
golf, aren't they? Like that
Oh,
brings a
yeah.
lot of people.
Is the disc
Cool.
golf finished at Memorial Park?
No,
Okay.
that's on hold.
So the whole, I know when we took a little tour, they
Knew I
showed
was
us one
thinking
hole.
about that.
I believe that they had a meeting today at 2, didn't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
so it might not be on hold
But when that happens, there might there be enough? I mean, we could just promote it, we wouldn't run it, but a tournament, come here and play.
They have tournaments all the time,
Yeah.
Scott.
Well, in
Play all
disc
the
golf,
holes.
Well, for disc golf.
Yeah,
or
disc
for-
golf.
They do
yes,
their own.
Yeah,
They've got their own app.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's something we could promote if it were
Mm-hmm.
scheduled to hit all of Henry County. How many are there? Like, there's one in Knightstown?
There's two in
Sunset Park?
Knightstown.
Yeah.
There's one in
And
Louisville.
there's one, oh, I didn't know about the one in Louisville. We need to get that one on there. There's one in,
Where are they in Knightstown?
there's one at
Sunset Park?
Sunset Park,
Yeah,
and then there's
Boondocks.
one at the old Boondock, which
Okay.
is now like Montgomery.
Yeah.
Farm, Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then there's an 18-hole at Baker Park and a 9-hole, right?
Mhm.
At
The
Baker
Rock
Park
and the
too?
Pebble.
The Rock and the Pebble.
Yeah, the smaller one's 9 holes and shorter.
Oh, wait,
distance.
and there's one at Cornerstone.
That's right.
Did you know
Yeah,
about
I
that?
didn't know about that one. We got up our disc golf.
You gotta up your disc golf. I had to call the Henry County Disc Golf Club guy, Matty, somebody. He was very helpful, very nice.
We're a good group. We know about stuff like this.
We know about
We're
stuff.
in touch with the
Mhm.
county.
I'm gonna put that in the minutes. We know about stuff.
We know stuff.
That's our new
Pat
slogan.
herself on the
Quote
back.
him on that. It's our new slogan.
Good deed doers, good deed doers, how about that?
Anything else to cover?
Learned a lot today.
It. Motion to adjourn,
When's the next meeting?
It's on the
October
notepad.
21st.
4 o'clock. Same place.
26.
I move we adjourn.
I'll second.
We're adjourned.
I will write a check.
You are on your way.
I didn't even have to